I like to know what is happening from one day to the next. It may be a bit of a control thing. I don't need to be the one to make decisions about what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go each day. What we fill our Saturdays with as a family. But I do need to know in advance. The question I most frequently ask my wife is, what shall we do tomorrow? Or what are we doing tomorrow? I want to be able to mentally prepare myself for whatever may be required of me. And since moving to the coast, there is one thing that has made this a lot more difficult for me. There seems to be no way to predict the weather. The forecasts are all useless. Some days you leave the house in beautiful sunshine, and 10 minutes later, the heavens have opened and you are soaking wet. Some days I leave the house with 12 layers on, including my big coat, and end up carrying it all because I'm sweating in the heat. I go out wearing shorts and a t-shirt because the weather is nice, and then I turn the corner at the end of my road only to be met with an Arctic wind. I cannot work it out. I don't think it's just me that likes to be able to mentally prepare themselves to know what's happening and how things work. I think as human beings, we like to be able to prepare and plan to put things in boxes so that we know where we stand and where everything is and what might be expected of us. The problem with this, or part of it as Christians, is that Jesus seemed to take great delight in pulling people's boxes apart, in telling people that what they thought they should be doing and thinking was all wrong. So he'd say things like, "You have heard it said, do not break an oath, but I tell you, do not swear an oath at all. You have heard it said, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, but I say, do not resist an evil person." He said things like, love your enemies, flipping upside down the boxes we normally put people in. When he visited Mary and Martha's house, he praised Mary for sitting at his feet and listening, and admonished Martha, who was doing all the housework to care for her guests, completely upturning what was expected of them as women and as hosts. Often in church life, we end up doing what makes us feel comfortable. We shape our services and activities to suit those who are present. It makes sense, I guess. We design our buildings in a way that accommodates our needs. But I wonder what differences Jesus might make to our life together as a church. I wonder how he might go about challenging the nice, neat boxes that we have put everything into. On Sunday, we were thinking about God's welcome of all who would come to him. We were thinking about welcoming, making room for all in our church family, especially those who might not find a welcome elsewhere. I wonder which of our expectations about what church should be like Jesus would challenge. I wonder what our church would be like if we shaped everything we do and say around a desire to welcome others. I wonder which of our boxes need to be ripped apart.